Alright guys, so this is the speed paint character thingamawhatsit for Corinth. I want to start by saying that every single one of these is going to be a gotcha edit, because for consistency purposes, I figured if I used gotcha edits, I could make them all the same basic shape, and that would look good. Like when you put them all together and looked at them, it's like, okay, all of these are the same shape and size and stuff, so that's why I did that. But anyway, I edited his thing, and then I wrote the description, which is there. Um, as you guys know, if you watched the Corinth timeline explanation video thing, if you haven't, it's in the description, you know that he goes through a portal and ends up in two different timelines. So in 1295, you get to see him as a 15-year-old for a very short time, and then as a 19-year-old, but most of it happens in 2042 through 2046, at which point he ages from age 15 to 19, and he goes back through the portal to 1295 to be 19 in his own timeline again. He's 5'11", he's 143 pounds, he was born in 1280. I do want to make it clear that it's not the same timeline structure as where we live. He lives on like a different planet, basically. I don't really know how to explain this to people because a lot of people don't understand that. I don't really get it. It's not reality, I guess. It's the best way I can put it. Anyway, the basic story of what you want to know about Corinth without revealing any spoilers is as such. Corinth's father is the brother of and the closest advisor to the king, and Corinth is a squire, and he has been since he was 8. I say squire, I don't want to get like super in-depth with it. There's other like rankings like page and yeoman, and I think I pronounced that wrong. But I just figured if I just kept it squire and knight, that would be like so much easier for people who are uncultured, and so I didn't want to like get into it super deep. But he's a squire, he's trying to become a knight. He started being a squire when he was 8, and he was about to be a knight, but went through the portal, so stuff went wrong. He learned a lot being a squire for the 7 years that he was one, but when he goes through the portal, because he's in the future and everything that he learned was based on combat and like just strategy for what would have worked in the 1200s, 1300s time period, medieval stuff, doesn't work. So he had to relearn everything, and he grows a lot as a character in those 4 years that he spends in the future. And we'll get into that when I start doing the comic that I would really, really like to make for that time. I really want to make a comic for the 4 years that he's in the future and then animate everything that happens once he goes back to his own timeline. But that's something that I'm going to be doing further in the future. I've got other projects I'm working on now, but that's just further plans. Anyway, this is for you guys to use for anything you want to include Corinth in. If you want to use him in your animations, just make sure you credit me properly. I don't really care. Don't defame Corinth in any way, but otherwise it's sort of up to you what you want to do with it. Just have fun, use this as a baseline, and yeah, go with that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on another one.